And I can't represent myself. I am myself. I'm a Moorish American national.
You don't just come in and say, I'm my own country, I'm going to do what I want. So you're going to jail.
This individual just found out the hard way why showing disrespect in a courtroom is a serious mistake. He had already missed 3 court dates, delaying his case and acting like it wasn't a big deal. The judge had shown patience before, even giving him a chance a few months back, but that patience finally ran out. This time, the judge wasn't holding back. He made it very clear that this behavior wouldn't be tolerated anymore. The result? A powerful response that brought the reality of the situation crashing down. Let's take a look at how this situation unfolded and how the judge handled it.
He has 3 separate driving suspended charges that were scheduled for jury trial. File 21213ST alleges driving suspended second offense on January 31st, 2021 here in St. Joseph County. File 202073 alleges driving suspended on September 17th here in St. Joseph County. I think there may be a speeding charge with that. File 202653 also charges driving suspended second offense and forgery and speeding. All those matters were scheduled for jury trial today, November 10th. Mr. Morrow Bay wishes to represent himself on these matters. He has a perspective on the Michigan Motor Vehicle Code that disagrees with the state's version of it, but he didn't want an attorney and didn't wish to have representation. He wanted to represent himself in all of these matters. So we treated him like an attorney. We set the matter for a final pretrial to prepare for jury trial. And he didn't show up. So there are presently 3 arrest warrants for Mr. Morrow Bay's arrest for failing to appear for duly scheduled last pretrials about 3 weeks ago. We don't show up on the morning of trial with a basket full of papers and inconvenience 30 to 50 jurors who have to come in and hear your case and several witnesses without preparing for it. So we scheduled a pretrial conference and you didn't show up. So I've called off the jurors for today and the prosecutor has called off all the witnesses. And there are currently 3 separate warrants for your arrest for failing to appear. But you're here now.
I think I was unaware.
We sent that to the address that you gave us. And if you're representing yourself, you need to act like you're representing yourself. We sent you duly notice to your Sage Street address in Kalamazoo. The same notice you got for this.
I don't live there anymore, and I can't represent myself. I am myself.
All right, well, I'm not clairvoyant. I don't know that you moved. So, Mr. McNair, you're driving me crazy. I'm going to put you in the waiting room. You're walking all over the place and flashing the screen and giving me vertigo, and you're sideways and upside down. And so I'll be with you in a bit. Don't go away. Yes, that's your position. Then you're not doing a very good job of it because you didn't tell me where you lived. You didn't show up for a pretrial while we prepare for this. And now you come rolling in with a hat on the morning that your 30 or 40 jurors are supposed to be here. That's not a very good way to do business.
It's my religious headdress. I'm a Moorish American national.
Yes, I recall.
With firm, no-nonsense authority. The judge was absolutely right to take a stand here. And honestly, something that continues to puzzle many people is why some individuals come to court dressed like they just rolled out of bed. Hoodies, hats, the whole thing. You're in court, facing serious legal issues. Why not show respect and take it seriously? The judge clearly has authority in that courtroom. If someone truly believes the court has no power over them, then why bother showing up at all? Especially after missing 3 hearings already, it's understandable why the judge was frustrated. If you want the court to consider your point of view, you need to show that you're willing to engage respectfully. Instead, this person came in completely unprepared and seemingly uninterested in resolving the issue. It's almost as if some people sabotage their own case before it even starts. Thanks so much for being here. If you enjoy seeing how the justice system handles cases like this, your support means a lot. Let's continue.
All right.
Proven jurisdiction to begin with.
Ms. Davis is here
I'm still waiting for
on
jurisdiction.
behalf of the prosecutor's office. Ms. Davis, do you have any thought on this?
Your Honor, I would ask that he be held in contempt for failing to appear at the last pretrial. I would also ask that an order enter regarding discovery if all of these items that he's holding on to are intended to be used as exhibits at the trial. I would like to have copies of those so that we can be prepared. Also, I'd like to have our motion for joinder of the cases heard so we can settle that matter prior to choosing the jury and having another date set.
Right in the middle of my busy arraignment morning when I have 14 people waiting to be arraigned, that probably won't work out too good.
If we
But
get
it's
an
all on
updated
him.
address.
He didn't show up. He also got notice of your motion. Mr. Morrow Bay, do you have documents that you were going to present as part of your defense?
I mean, I mailed in documents and I never got a response.
Well, did you have some? Do you have some you wish to present?
Well, I mailed in an affidavit to you more than once, and this is also my legal notice for my lawful name change, because I put it on the record that I'm a Moorish American national and I'm not American or a U.S. citizen. Excuse me. I'm a man of the land. I'm native to the land. So so a lot of these rules that that the state of Michigan is creating is not applicable to me, unfortunately.
That hearing was especially satisfying to watch. Judge Middleton handled everything with calm, clarity, and
I
control.
was trying to be respectful to the court and let the court know since the beginning in a respectful manner. And I have lots of documentation to prove it.
All right. I want you to take Mr. Perdue into custody.
Okay.
We're going to execute the 3 bench warrants that are currently out for his arrest for contempt. We'll take him to jail and we'll make an arrangement later to discuss.
Are you arresting me right now? Wow.
I don't have time to do it now.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Yeah,
Bye.
bye.
Mr. Perdue, you're going to jail, the St. Joe County Jail here in St. Joe County, and I'm going to hold on to you in lieu of 3 $1,000 bonds till we can review your contempt and the other things we need to deal with. But if you're going to represent yourself, you need to do it right. You need to show up when you're supposed to show up. You need to follow the rules of evidence and procedure. You don't just come in and say, I'm my own country, I'm going to do what I want. So you're going to jail.
I was unaware.
The bond
that
is
I was supposed to be here.
$1,000 per file, and I will talk with you later. So right now you're going to the St. Joe County Jail.
Sweet.
All right,
Thank
we'll
you.
deal with him, Deborah, when we have more time.
Thank
But he's clearly in contempt. And he is his own person, so he isn't representing himself. He is himself. We'll see if we can sort that out.
Control. He didn't give much room for baseless arguments, but still allowed the individual to speak, likely so that those statements could be used later in the hearing. When the judge finally called law enforcement to take action, it was because the person had ignored multiple court orders and still came in pushing unfounded claims. One of the most baffling parts? He said he didn't identify as an American citizen but still wanted to live here while refusing to follow the law. It's hard to understand that mindset, especially in today's world. Many of us imagined that by 2025 things would be more advanced, more thoughtful, but in some ways things feel more chaotic. With the internet and media influence, there's a wider range of views than ever, and not all of them are grounded in reality. That said, it's moments like these that remind us why judges like Middleton are so important. He stayed composed, acted fairly, and ultimately held someone accountable in a way that was both clear and firm. What do you think? Was the judge too harsh, or just doing what needed to be done? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks again for watching. Take care, everyone.